There's a moment where everything that you thought you knew about life falls apart. And that unsettling feeling may be your spiritual awakening. Stick with me as we explore the stages of a spiritual awakening so that you can make sure if you are in one, and if so, in what stage and what you can expect next. Hi, I'm Patricia Andrea, and I help spiritual people manifest their wildest dreams into reality. If creating your own reality and live the life that you want to live is something that you're interested in, then sign up for the free masterclass where you learn how to do that. So there are 8 life-changing stages in a spiritual awakening. And in this video, you will find out in which one you are. And I have to tell you already that the journey doesn't have to be linear. Many times it is in that order, like in the stages that I will talk about in this video. But sometimes it's not really in that order, or it changes up some stages, or you have to go through several stages multiple times, and usually the stages that are not so funny. No, just kidding. No, not kidding. Actually, no, it's all different for everyone, for any one of you out there. And it's a beautiful journey, and it's a necessary journey if you really want to evolve on a spiritual level. And if you are here watching this video, you are most probably in a spiritual awakening, or you have already gone through the spiritual awakening, or you are embarking on it now. And I think that's so beautiful, and congratulations on becoming your real, true, authentic self. And don't forget to tell me in the comments in which stage you are, or if you have more questions about spiritual awakening. And let's go to the stage number 1. You want to hear this because it's a breakthrough moment that it's so important to know about, because there are so many people out there that have this moment, that are in that stage, but don't understand that it has so much potential and that it is so important for your evolution. So let's talk about Sarah, a friend of mine. She had kind of the perfect life. Everything worked well. She loved her home. She had a great career, and with that she made a lot of money, and she bought everything that she wanted. She was really someone who had a beautiful home, bought all the things that she saw that she liked, and she was also someone that everyone just liked. Then suddenly everything broke down. She had what she and the doctors thought is a burnout. And from that moment on, her life was turned upside down. Really upside down. All the things that she bought did not have value for her anymore. I remember she told me, you know, all the things that I bought from my home, I don't care about them anymore. What am I doing? Who am I? She also did not want to be that people pleaser anymore, because everyone liked her because she was so nice to everyone, even if they treated her bad. And her career seemed dull to her. So imagine you're living that perfect life. Good job, nice house, friends, everything is going well. But then out of nowhere, something shakes your world. And for many people, that may be a sudden, job loss, or loss of a person, a breakup, or just this overwhelming feeling of emptiness. And the question, is this all there is? If that sounds familiar for your situation right now, then you may be in the first stage of a spiritual awakening. This stage is the universe giving you a wake-up call. That's why we call that stage a wake-up call. It's the moment when life's usual patterns get disrupted and you're left feeling completely unsettled. It's a powerful signal that it's time to go deeper. So let me share the signs of this first stage. Feelings of emptiness, confusion, restlessness, or like life feels off or incomplete. Let's go to stage number 2. And also let's go back to Sarah. She was questioning all her achievements and her daily life, her daily habits, the way she was living, you remember. And despite her outward success, she felt more and more disconnected from her real self. All the external validation that she got now seemed hollow, seemed dull. She felt that everything that she had worked on, that she had built up her whole life and her identity, was not who she really was. Long-held beliefs and everything that was her life was challenged. She challenged it. And this brought up feelings of vulnerability and confusion. And she also felt more and more disconnected from family and friends. And with that, a deep loneliness came. And the self-worth that she had because of these external validations suddenly was not there anymore. She questioned everything. She even questioned her own questions. And I love that. But that is the stage where you go into the darkness. And that's why it's called the dark night of the soul. And this is the most challenging one. It can be really, really difficult because it's like peeling away layers that no longer serve you. Actually, it's your soul calling you to be your real self, to let go of what is not you, what is just an identity that you build up to fit into the world. And I know this stage can be so tough. And even more if you're not used to have sad phases in your life. And it's really important to not confuse it with a depression or something, but it is just a stage and you have to go through. You really have to go through, even if it's painful. But it is such a crucial part of your transformation. It is a re-exploring of yourself. This transformation brings you to yourself and to the divine. It makes you connected to everything that is actually important. And for that, you have to go through the dark. I'm sorry. That's what it is. And if you are feeling like this right now, and if you're in the dark night of the soul, write a comment down below if you have questions, if you need some more support. What videos can I do about that? What is important for you? What are your questions? Please let me know. So the signs of this stage are depression, anxiety, loneliness, fear. It feels like an emotional or spiritual crisis. You know, it's the ego, the identity that you have built up that is being dismantled now. And that, of course, can be painful. Stage 3. When you arrive at this stage, you just went through the dark night of the soul, through the darkness, and you slowly begin to see a little light at the horizon. And that usually is the moment and the stage where you begin to search for answers. You remember, in the first stage, you question everything. Things just break down. And then in the second stage, you are going through the darkness. You may not even have questions anymore, just everything falls away. And now questions come up again. You want to know more. You become a seeker. That's usually the stage where you read a lot of books, where you begin maybe to meditate or yoga, or you just immerse yourself in spiritual practices or spiritual videos. It is a wonderful, wonderful stage where you begin to explore all these new paths. You are on the quest for truth. You know that what you had before was not truth. So what is truth? That's why this stage is called Seeking Truth. I remember that was when Sarah asked me about all my books and which ones are my favorites and if I can give them to her. Signs of this stage are a thirst for knowledge, learning about different spiritual paths, meditation, mindfulness, or seeking guidance from spiritual mentors. Stage number 4. As you gather all these insights and all this knowledge, something incredible and wonderful happens. You start to have these moments. You begin to feel a sense of peace and clarity because the things that you're learning about begin to start to make sense to you. And you begin to integrate and to use them. You try the things out. You're not just learning about them. No, you begin to integrate them in your life. You're not just learning about spirituality. You're living it. And this newfound understanding brings a sense of purpose and connection. That's why you're looking for answers. You begin to find answers that feel good to you, especially to you. Not because someone else tells it or say that it's the truth. No, it's because you can feel that it is the truth for you. This stage is called self-realization and integration. Signs of this stage are feeling of peace, unity with others and nature, a sense of purpose, moments of profound joy and love, and you start integrating your spiritual wisdom into your daily life. Stage number 5. So after integrating the insights, Sarah began to witness a shift within herself. There were significant changes in her inner world. She became much more centered, much more herself. There were more and more inner peace and joy in everyday moments. And she kind of stopped looking on the outside for answers, but started to find them inside herself. Of course, she loved all the spiritual things that she had learned and she was still using them. But the difference was that she began not to look so much for answers outside, but to trust the answers that she had inside. And through that, she became her real, authentic self. This sounds amazing, right? And if you are in this stage, you are experiencing the inner transformation. It's where your actions start align with your higher self. It's when you begin to really listen to your higher self and to your intuition and to yourself, your truth. You begin to live in harmony with the values that you have newly embraced. Imagine being so connected that everything just falls into place. Signs that you are in this stage are compassion, inner peace, intuition, living in the present moment, and a heart-centered approach to life. And now let's go to stage number 6. And in stage number 6, an important shift happens. You now have all this inner truth. You know who you are becoming your real authentic self. You have done a lot of work with yourself. And in stage number 6, your awareness of yourself, the things that you have integrated, slowly start to go on the outside. Your awareness is expanding on the outside. And that means you begin to see that everything is connected. You have this feeling of oneness with the world, with other people, with everything that you perceive. So everything that you have learned and evolved inside now also goes on the outside. And that's why this stage is called the expanded awareness. And what are the signs of this stage? A deep connection to all forms of life, love for humanity, profound inner peace, and awareness of the interconnectedness of everything. And now explore stage number 7. We are nearly at the end. As you feel now more and more connected to everything, as your awareness is expanded through the whole world, you finally reach that stage where everything clicks into place. Your life purpose becomes really clear. And you're driven to live that purpose, to maybe help others, to share your wisdom, or simply to make the world a better place. You want and you will live as an inspiration for others. You're not just living for yourself anymore. You want to make an impact on the world around you. It's the ultimate expression of your spiritual journey. And it's called living with purpose. And signs of this stage are the service to others, teaching, counseling, or simply living by example. A deep sense of purpose drives daily actions aligned with compassion and empathy. And now let's look at the last stage, stage number 8. In the final stage, you begin to feel a deep, unshakable connection to the universe. It is as if boundaries between you, yourself, and everything else dissolves. You feel the oneness with all life. In this stage, you begin to be pure presence. You are present in the moment and you feel connected to everything. Sometimes even your identity fades completely because you are one with everything. You're not anymore affected by external circumstances. You know that everything has a reason, that everything is connected. You have much more compassion. You're much more empathetic. You perceive others' experiences with much more love, with understanding, and guided by a sense of unity instead of personal desire. This stage is called transcendence. And the signs of this stage are continuous presence, bliss, a love for all beings. You feel one with the universe and you're free of ego's grip. I'm so curious to know at which stage you are. And if you recognize yourself in these stages but still feel different than others, then you may be an indigo child, a crystal child, or a starseed. Find it out here. And I see you in the next one. Bye!